Hey guys, welcome to Spirit Guided Oracle. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm here to do another general Oracle reading, and I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm going to be using the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish, and I have the Oracle deck Keeper of Secrets. Use discernment, confide in a trusted friend, keep silent about knowledge. Keep silent about things that are probably important, news that you have, some type of knowledge that may not need to, get in the, let other people know about, that other people might be able to talk about and you don't want them to know. So it says, keep silent about knowledge. Some knowledge that you have learned, knowledge about yourself. It just says knowledge. And use your discernment and only or confide in a trusted friend. It doesn't say only, but it says confide in a trusted friend. So, okay, so I'm going to be reading that one today. And thank you guys so much for joining me. And it's number 37. I'm going to try to sit like this, although I can't put my legs in here. I gave my grandson my other chair that was a little bit more comfortable, but for his desk for school. So, Keeper of Secrets. So I'm sitting on this one, and I don't like to be bringing it back and forth because it's a heavy, big, heavy chair. Anyways, there's Keeper of Secrets. Okay? And it says, use your discernment. Well, never mind, I already read that one. Patience. It says, patience, sweet one, patience. This is a time to use your discernment and stay quiet. And if you must speak, speak only to a trusted friend. We here have observed humans and their increasing hurry and fret. Their inability to wait for the right moment, to speak and not keep silent when a change is coming. And that is where I come in. The key will not be given till you are ready, and you will only be ready when you have learned the lessons. To know, to dare, to will, and to keep silent. So they want you to know, to dare to keep silent, and to have the will to keep silent. Keeping silent is not the keeping of secrets as you so often understand it to be. Withholding to shore up power within one's soul. Withholding to shore up power within one's soul. Oh no. I don't know. I don't think I'm reading that right. Keeping silent is not the keeping of secrets as you so often understand it to be. Withholding to shore up power within one's soul. Oh no. The silence is to give the magic the time to grow, the space to mature, and then at the right moment, the key is given. So it's not to shore up power. It's not to withhold any kind of power. It's to give magic the time to grow, the space to mature, and then at the right moment, the key is given. When you have sought not the approval of others, nor dissipated your magics with words, the time comes for us to grant you the key. To always be talking about stuff talking and talking and talking. Words, 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 words. It says, the time comes for us to grant you the key. When you don't seek out to get the approval of others, nor dissipated your magics with words, with saying a lot, with saying too much. For then we know you are to be trusted. So, words, 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 and this is the time comes for us to grant you the key. So, I guess I could read it one more time, okay? When you have sought, and not say anything out of my own mouth, it says of my own words. When you have sought not the approval of others, nor dissipated your magics with words, 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 the time comes for us to grant you the key. For then we know you are to be trusted, because you learn how to be quiet and not say too much, not overdo in saying more than you need to say, because it might get to the wrong people's ears that only may want to, cause you harm or, whatever other reason. And I said I wouldn't say anything, right? And as our trust is a great gift indeed, powerful, magical, deep, and everlasting. So their trust that they have in you is a great gift indeed when you've earned their trust. So you use discernment, tune in, and decide wisely with whom and where and when you will share this knowledge. For it is our very life force, itself. Wow, that's beautiful. Their gift is powerful, magical, deep, and everlasting. So use discernment and decide wisely with whom and where and when you will share this knowledge. For it is our very life force itself. The divinatory meaning says, and this you can interpret also as the universe or, your ancestors, however you want to take this message, these words that are coming to you. It says divinatory meaning says you are learning to treat something carefully and with wisdom. And you can also, use it as God saying something to you. Just because it's coming from this book doesn't mean that it isn't God that's telling you to not be over talking too much or saying too much, about the gifts that He wants to bring into your life, the blessings that He wants to bring into your life. This was just an author that wrote this book with her, knowledge that she has as a way to bringing a message to people who are getting blessings, being blessed with the key. They're granting you the key. And it says, divinatory meanings, you are learning to treat something carefully and with wisdom. Deciding who you share your own experiences and thoughts with is an important step in knowledge. For when you squander your own precious thoughts upon those you know cannot understand, you are allowing your own precious magic to be diminished and diluted. You are learning who to trust with deeper, more sacred moments in your life and your magics, and who to stay quiet with. When you have people in your life that when you try to tell them, hey, I'm trying to do this, or I'm thinking about doing that, and perhaps in the past you've already known that they don't have the best interest for you in mind, or at heart. So you've learned not to squander your own precious thoughts with those people who you already know are not going to understand. They're going to maybe laugh at you, or maybe just turn around behind your back and talk about you and say, oh, something like, she's crazy. She thinks she's going to do this and that, but she can't do this. She can't do that. So it says you're learning who to trust with deeper, more sacred moments in your life and your magics, and who to stay quiet with. Learning the value of hard-won crafting as opposed to the fiery genius of initial ideas, and enjoying the process of in-between times without talking too much of them. Observing the 90-10 rule, do 90% and speak 10%. This way your dreams and magics will live and breathe in life indeed. This way your dreams and magic will live and breathe in life indeed. Be steady and quiet, strong in the course of your love. I'm going to stop it right here to say something, guys. Have polish from the polish I took off. When I don't know what part of the Bible it said that, I don't know where I heard it, but when people don't have faith in you, you really don't want them around when you're going to pray for something that you really needed to happen. Let's say somebody was sick at the hospital, right? And there's a few unbelievers out there in the waiting room or whatever, and a certain amount of people are going to gather together to pray. Usually they'll keep the ones that they know have faith. They don't really want unbelievers, because that kind of diminishes the power that's going to be put out to whoever they may be praying for. So this is why also I kind of feel that this is what they're talking about somehow, in the same way, but in a different, I don't know how to say the words I want to say, but that's kind of what I'm feeling with this. So with people that you really don't think have faith in you, try to limit yourself, the things that you tell them about yourself, your ideas, your magic that you feel within you, that you're intending to do and to bring about with the help of the universe, with the help of God, with the help of your angels, with the help of your spirit guides. So this says, be steady and quietly strong in the course of your love, rather than impulsive and thus wasting your magic. But it says magics, so that means different magic that you have within you. We have many of different sorts. You might have lots of love. You might have lots of giving. You might have lots of, different magic. So much of the magic is made by turning up and crafting something, simply by doing the work. And it's so hard to convince people of that. And it doesn't make the magic any less for it. That you're just simply going to do something simple to you, because with your magic that you have inside of you, with your love, with your compassion, with your empathy, with your different magic that you have inside of you, different types of categories of magic that you have inside of you, that you can bring about something. I can't think of other words to say, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. And it doesn't make the magic any less for it. So just by doing something simple, it's so hard to make people understand why it's coming to pass, why what you're doing is actually taking effect and, getting somewhere. You're doing something. For example, if we're going to say a prayer, and you get a good result out of that, I'm just using that as an example. It's so hard to convince some people, but it just says here to convince people of that. Some of them may say, oh, it wasn't the prayer. It was just, it was just coincidence. It was just that the child or the whoever was already going to get better. It wasn't the prayer, but in this little story, it's magic. But it doesn't make the magic any less for it, just because it's hard to convince some of the people that don't believe in magic, in beautiful miracles that can happen in any kind of way, different types of ways. The reversed meanings of this card says you are tempted to tell everyone about your exciting news, discovery, or breakthrough. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us do want to tell people. We want them to be excited with us. We want to tell them, hey, I'm doing this, can you, come with me and let's talk about it and be happy with me, about your exciting news, discovery, or breakthrough. And while this is easy to understand, it is not wise to do, because with every word you speak before the work is done, you send away a little of our fairy magic. You dilute our power to help just a little. Just a little bit of their power that they give you, that the universe gives you, your spirit guides, God, archangel, our archangels that we have. You need, so it says, dilute the power just a little. You need to act first and speak later. We also wish to tell you that the people you wish to speak, we also wish to tell you that the people you wish to speak to may not be the best to confide in. Yeah, like I said, there's some people that are not going to be happy for you. As a matter of fact, they might look for ways to stop it from happening. Hey, so-and-so told me she wants to do this. What can we do? Hey, you know what? I know this guy. I knew that guy. I knew this girl. I know this lady. They can go in there and they can do this. They can do that. And we can stop her from ever doing it. And we won't let her succeed. We won't let it come to pass. So that's why I remember one time I got a job and I was so excited. The job I just lost a year ago because I got a promotion. They didn't want me to get the promotion. But anyways, I'm still sour about that. I'm still a little miffed about that. But anyways, my boss that had referred me said, do not go around saying anything to anyone. He says, that's the problem with you people. You don't know how to keep your mouth shut. And bless his heart, he doesn't sugarcoat much. He doesn't say, he didn't try to tell it to me like in a nice way or anything. He just was so blunt because he was, oh no, he says, don't you dare. Don't you go telling anybody anything. You keep it to yourself. Because people will pick up that phone, do some texting, do whatever to stop it from ever happening. Oh my goodness, she got the job over there. Oh no, call so-and-so and tell so-and-so. So anyways, if you must share, so it says, you wish to speak to may not be the best to confide in. If you must share these secrets you are learning, choose well. For these secrets are powerful and must not be squandered. Wow, this was a beautiful reading, a beautiful story. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it helps in any way, in some way. Not in any way, but in some way, with anything that you might be coming into in the future. And you may not have had a boss like the one I had to tell you to not say anything. And of course, most of the time I still don't learn my lesson. Most of the time I still want to tell people about stuff. I think it's just human nature for us to want to share the goodness and the good things that we think are coming into our life and that we want to share with others. For you're excited to share goodness with people, just like when you're going through a hard time, you want to tell people, hey, I'm going through this. What do you think I should do? How do you think I should handle this? What's your, but this story is letting us know that not everybody's going to tell you the truth. Not everybody's going to lead you in the right direction. Not everybody's going to have your best interest at heart. On the contrary, they're going to use it to cause you harm or, do you something that you didn't have to go through had you not said anything. So if this is helpful to anybody, I hope it was. And now I'm going to use the Tarot of the Enchanted Dreams. And I've already pulled out this card, which is the Six of Swords. And I hope y'all liked that little story. I thought it was beautiful. Six of Swords. I pulled it out to see if I wanted to. And there's a dragonfly right there, if y'all can see it. I hope y'all can see it. And it's change. Dragonflies. I have a book that is, I can't sit still, guys. I'm sorry. My back is hurting. This wooden chair hurts my back. And anyways, or maybe it's the way I was sitting. Six of Swords. I pulled it out to see if I wanted to use it, if I liked what the book said, and I did. But Six of Swords is moving away to calmer waters, moving away from a hard something difficult that you've been through. A relationship, being family, work, friends, you name it. There could be a whole bunch of different reasons why you're moving to calmer waters, why things were difficult somewhere. Maybe you were living somewhere where it was hard for you to be happy, or there was too much discord and too much, not good. And so you decided to move away. Six of Swords. And you see all those stars shining so brightly. They just may be your ancestors happy that you're moving into a good place, into a more peaceful place where you're going to be happier instead of staying where you were. So I'm going to probably pause the reading so I can stretch out a little bit. Six of Swords. And I hope y'all like me reading out of the book. I like reading out of the books because sometimes I don't think my words are can't think of the name, can't think of what I want to say. See what I mean? Are not as impactful, or are not as intelligent. So, and these people, these guys are authors of books, even if it is just a tarot book. They've gone to school, I'm sure they've gone to school and they got this book published. Not just anybody can get a book published, So, and I like to share what they say, how they put their words and the message that they bring to, they put a lot of work into doing this book. Whoever did it, Miss Yasmin Westwood. The Tarot of Enchanted Dreams. One of my favorite tarot readers was using this deck a while back, and it's just beautiful. It says, leave your burden behind, forget your troubles, sweep away your sadness, and let peace be with you. Leave your burden behind, forget your troubles, sweep away your sadness, and let peace be with you. By Ian Anthony. Let me show y'all the book. I'm trying to put it all in together, but I'll just do the bottom part first. And then the top. 5 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. You get a double whammy, guys. So it says keywords: journey, moving forward, calmer times, recovery, travel over water, moving on, holidays, healing, mental stability, transitioning, ending of a difficult phase, light at the end of the tunnel. And I love those readers, those tarot readers that we have that just have their own words. I mean, and they just leave you like with your mouth open thinking, wow, listen to all the stuff, all the knowledge that they have in their brain and their heart. Because if it's coming out of their mouth, it's in their heart. If it's coming out of their mouth, it's in their brain. And they just naturally have stuff like this that they say without reading the book. I don't have that. I wish I did, but I don't. And I mean, sometimes I do say stuff that I don't read out of the guidebook, but I can't do it throughout the whole reading, guys. I just can't. So anyways, I hope you guys like the way I'm doing it. I love to do my channel. I love to do my readings. So that's why I decided to do that, to do this. So anyways, the meaning is this: you are moving away from difficult times with the worst now behind you. Take away the lessons and go into the calmer time that is coming up. Life is going to be more settled now. You may also be feeling quite drained and tired after your tough time. So make sure you take time to recover. There is a sense of exhaustion, almost being battle weary, as you transition from one situation to another. It may not have been what you wanted, but there was nothing you could have done. And although it may have resulted in emotional distress, the best thing is to move away, keeping in mind the lessons you learned from the experience. Allow yourself to grieve the loss, but keep moving forward. You may actually be taking a journey over water. This is a time of making great progress. You are moving from one frame of mind to another. And the reason I think they're saying you might be moving from a journey over water is because in this Six of Swords, I was going to say King of Swords. In this Six of Swords, so somebody might be dealing with a King of Swords. And a King of Swords is someone who is not that emotional, but is very good with his words, very firm, sometimes cold and unemotional. Doesn't have much emotions to show to his people that he loves. So, but anyway, she's traveling through water. I can't think of the word I want to say. Y'all know what I mean. Over water. They're traveling over water. Okay, so it says, the questions to this card, it says, let me read this again. This is a time of making great progress. You are moving from one frame of mind to another. You're also, when you get to this stage, you've already talked about it, thought about it many a time of what's going on, what you've been going through. You've been going through the Five of Swords before you get to the Six of Swords, and that's bickering and fighting and what's that word? Conflict. Not good stuff. Stuff that's jealousy, backstabbing, wanting to win at all costs, wanting to do whatever they can do to you just to win, just to get. They're not even going to be happy after they do it. after they do it, they're going to feel so much guilt. Almost like uh, um, um, Judas, when he betrayed Jesus. He wanted to do it for the money, you know, and then he went and hanged himself because he just felt an overwhelming amount of guilt. But, I'm not saying that for anybody to do something like that. No, no, no. Because everything passes with time. It's just when we're going through a difficult moment, you feel it's going to be there forever, but it's not, guys. And it does take a long time. It might take 6 months. It might take 8 months. It might take 3 or 4 years like it did with me. But you'll get there. And I wish that I could tell you that it's not going to take that long. I wish it wouldn't have took that long for me. Believe me. I wanted to just get up, start walking, and take off and not feel nothing. It doesn't work that way, guys. When you give your heart away to someone, or someone breaks your heart, or someone you're having a difficult in some kind of family, and you go from one transition to another, it's not easy. And it takes time to make that decision. So anyways, the affirmation says, but the question says, what is changing right now in your life? Are you allowing for a peaceful transition, or are you fighting it? And for a long time, we might fight and try to make that person understand, look, I love you. Look, I don't want this to happen. Look, let's work it out. But the Five of Swords doesn't stop. You go through the Four of Swords where you try to rest and try to pray and try to, do all sorts of things, meditate, and then you go through the Five of Swords where it doesn't stop, and then you finally get to the Six of Swords. It says, are you allowing for a peaceful transition, or are you fighting it? The affirmation says, today I leave the past and create a new future. So when we leave the past, we're creating a new future. The task says, consider taking a trip over water today, or book yourself a short holiday. They say that traveling over water, going somewhere where there's water, like a lake, the ocean, a river, anything that's, I want to say a land of water, but that's not what I want to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of it, but go somewhere where there's water. That it's healing, that it's empowering. It's kind of like when you go through a hard time, a big fight or whatever, and then you go into the shower, you get all that stuff off of you, and you kind of just get in the shower and cry, pray. I like the way this book has this decoration right here in the middle of the book. That's beautiful. I was just looking at it. I hope you can see it. Probably not with the light like that. But anyways. And y'all can read the Five of Swords too, as I was talking about it too. That didn't come out, but you can read it here. And I'm going to try to be fast. I just looked up and saw 3338. So 333 is celebrating, being happy. I believe. It might mean other stuff, but anyhow, I know the Three of Cups means a celebration. So that was that card. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And then I'm going to pull a few more from this one. Okay, guys? Well, it's the same deck, but I'm going to pull out some for you guys in front of the camera. This one, the Six of Swords, was on top of this deck when I said, let me try to see if I want to use this deck, if I actually want to use it, or use my other deck that I was going to use, the Barbara Moore deck. I like the way she words her stuff too. And it's a beautiful book. It's a beautiful deck. I can't see it from here, from where I'm sitting, or I would tell y'all the name of it, but it's by Barbara Moore. She is also a tarot card. She has a tarot card deck out with a guidebook, in case anybody is interested in getting it. She's got several. I think the one I just used on my last reading, I can't remember what the name of the deck is. Manga. It's called Manga. It's over there in a little tape around my desk. So let me hurry because it's been 35 minutes. Just trying to get y'all's energy into this deck. And talk some more, like I haven't talked enough. But we got the Ace of Cups so maybe somebody's got someone who is interested in you. An Ace of Cups is a new, or it could be a blessing too, a new beginning. Someone coming into your life to offer you this Ace of Cup, that beautiful Ace of Cup with the, now I'm going to try to say the name of that flower, the lotus flower. And look at another dragonfly. That's beautiful. Representing change. The dragonfly. That is so beautiful. I like the tail. The long tail that the dragonfly have. They have a long, beautiful tail. Look at that tail. They're so beautiful. I love dragonflies. I love when I see dragonflies because they represent change. I don't know why I'm putting it down. It didn't come out of the deck. After that, it was the Seven of Swords. So be careful. Somebody might be coming to offer you an Ace of Cups, but, they might have some bad intentions behind it. Hopefully not, but the Seven of Swords was there. Or maybe somebody deceived themselves out of their Ace of Cups that they had. Maybe somebody by accident had you guys collective, had you in the palm of their hands. You were trying to give them your love, but they squandered you away. Or maybe it's telling you to be careful if you meet someone, not to squander it away. The King of Wands. I don't know how other to do this deck and pray that something comes out because it's such a huge deck. Let's hope we can get something by magic come out. Whoops. Okay. That's good enough for me. The Ace of Swords. Truth. Clarity. I don't know, with that lightning all the way around, all around it like that, it's kind of like a tower moment. Kind of like some kind of truth is just going to hit you like a lightning. When lightning hits and then afterwards you hear the thunder. It scares the heck out of you, but first you see the lightning. If you happen to see the lightning. Sometimes you don't see the lightning. You just later on, if you're not looking at the rain itself, you don't see the lightning. But lightning comes first and then the thunder. And when you see the lightning, it's, it goes like that, kind of like this, kind of just in the sky, just kind of, and then the thunder also, sounds like, kind of like what the lightning looked like. Okay, so let's see. We've got the Three of Pentacles along with the Ace of Cups. Working together or working on something, collaborating. And she's got a book in her hand, so maybe she's learning something, working on learning something, studying, studying. And then the Six of Cups is someone from your past. It looks like she's mourning. It looks like she's kind of looking down and looking at those flowers and see what the guidebook says. Maybe someone from your past is thinking about you. Two of Wands. Or you're thinking about somebody from your past. It happens. Two of Wands. You're planning something. You're planning on making some kind of move, wanting to do something. Partner up with someone. Let's see what the guidebook says for the Ace of Cups. It says, let me show y'all the picture. I hope that was clear enough. And it says, you have to fill your cup. You then give away the overflowing, but you keep a cupful for yourself. Wow. Winona Judd. That is beautiful. Yeah, because if you don't have no love that you keep for yourself in here, how are you supposed to give it to someone else? You have to fill your cup. You then give away the overflowing, what you have of not what you have inside, but what's overflowing, what's left over, what you got more of to give, but not everything. But you keep a cupful for yourself. Keyword says overflowing, abundance, joy, happiness, new romance or friendship, new creativity, love, renewal. That's what I was going to say too. A new friend is coming into your life. Someone that you're going to start sharing your thoughts with, hanging out, watching movies, going places. Just a friend. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be someone you're going to be intimate with. Just a friend. New creativity, love, and renewal. Meaning says the Ace of Cups marks the beginning of a new emotion. A new friendship or love may be offered to you, or a new project is beginning. One that will make use of your creative skills. It's a new project. Somebody offering you love. One that will make use of your creative skills. There is also the chance of a new opportunity being presented to you that will make you feel very happy. Look for love in everything you do, both for yourself and others. Wow, that's right. If you don't feel the love from another person, or you don't feel the love in something that you're going to do, it's not even worth doing it. So it says questions. How often do you allow yourself to feel overwhelming emotion? Or do you repress what you feel? The affirmation says, I surrender and let love flow to me and through me. The task says, allow yourself to feel whatever emotion comes up today. Do not repress anything. And guys, I was thinking about this last night. Now that this has come up, I wasn't going to say anything, but I was thinking about it last night. Some people have gone through so much pain with a certain partner in childhood, whatever. It could be a number of things. And it's hard for them to show love. So if any of you ladies or guys are going through something like that, just keep that in mind. The Three of Pentacles. I gotta hurry. It was 4443. Now it's 4445 and 4446. Okay. Three of Pentacles. When I was saying that. Three of Pentacles. Might mean something, it might not. And believe me, ladies and guys, I wish I was really gifted and be able to tell y'all what these cards mean, just like some other readers do, with such a greatest of ease that they do it. And they're so entertaining. I love to listen to them. I love the way they read their cards. It's like they've helped me out so much in my times of troubles that I have to mention them every time, because they really don't know their love that they put out there and their beautiful words that they say without the guidebooks now. Without the guidebooks. It's just all inside of them. So anyways, Three of Pentacles. Success. If I don't show this clear and somebody wants to leave me a message, I will put it back on my next reading, okay? In case I didn't. I thought I did. I think I did. Success is no accident, it says. It is hard work, perseverance, learning and studying, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. And the author is P-E-L-E. I don't know how to say that. Pele? Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Hold on, guys. My leg is just hurting me way too much. I have to stretch it out this way. So it says, the keyword says study, planning, strategizing, competence, new skill, learning, assessments, commitment, long-term plans, quality, hard work, building, trade, architect, details, motivation, and work ethic. It says meaning, you may be learning new skills and enjoying the work that you do because you are good at it. You are being recognized for those skills. They build on your foundations for the future by practical planning and strategizing the work that you are doing. Work hard now to enjoy the fruits of labor later on. Perfect your skill by ongoing learning about your trade. Learn from your mistakes. There may be romance linked to work. So you might be finding somebody at a certain job that you're working or that you're going to start to work at. Or you could be working hard on an existing relationship. You may consider new spiritual practices. The question says, what aspects of your job do you enjoy and why? The affirmation says, I feed my mind with new ideas and expand my level of knowledge. Wow, that's beautiful. I feed my mind with new ideas and expand my level of knowledge. And then it says the task. Sign up for a training course where you will be learning something to help advance you in your career or something that interests you. That's beautiful. So, Six of Cups. Let me show y'all the page. It's the top of the page. And the bottom. The Six of Cups. Nostalgia is when you want things to stay the same. I know so many people staying in the same place. Jean Morrow by Jean Morrow or Jean Morrow. Keyword says innocent, childhood, nostalgia, something from the past, happy memories, past memories, and homesickness. Lots of people may be away from their home. You're feeling sad and lonely, missing your family, missing the streets you used to walk on, missing the I know I left my hometown and I always miss my hometown. I always want to go back. Anyways, so some of y'all might be feeling homesick. It says, or just thinking of past memories or happy memories. The meaning says past influences or people or places from the past will feature or make a reappearance. Happy memories from childhood could occur. It can also be someone coming back into your life from the past who will stir emotions within you. Nostalgia is indicated, or longing for things that used to be. You may be focusing too much on the past, imagining things that were, or how you thought they were. How you thought they were. You may be acting in an immature manner, allowing the past to influence your present. You may be acting in an immature manner, allowing the past to influence your present could be an issue. Yeah, because if they were in your past and you try to bring them to your future, they were in your past for a reason. They stayed in the past for a reason. And if you try it again, you might get the same result. So it could be an issue. It's time to let go of the past. You may have moved to a different location and feel homesick. The question says, what memories or issues from the past are appearing in your current life? The task says, when was the last time? No, the affirmation. I always focus my attention and living in the present moment. So that's what they want you to say. I always focus my attention, or you could say, I will focus my attention and my living in the present moment. The task says, when was the last time you were truly happy? What stopped that? And what can you do today to bring that feeling back? And the Two of Wands. So we didn't get any major arcanas, guys, but that's okay. Two of Wands. So there's probably nothing really big happening in your life right now. Nothing really, like bad or good, or, where you have an overwhelming amount of emotions. Probably you're going through a transition and you're just kind of healing at the moment. You're trying to start over again, make a better future. Or you will be. Two of Wands. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Wow, that's beautiful. By Martin Luther King. I hope I showed y'all the pages clear enough. And the keyword says travel. Choice of two options. You have a choice to go one way or the other. There is two paths, I think, up there. And she is looking down there like, which way do I go? And again, look at all those beautiful stars. Your ancestors, your guides. Maybe some of them are planets. I know they say that planets don't sparkle. One of my astrology guys just said that the other day. I love him so much. Steve Judd is his name. I like that man so much. He's so helpful. I just like him so much. Travel, choice of two options, aspirations, personal power, boldness, planning, comparing, strategy, business partnership, restless, wanting adventure, leaving suddenly, detachment, withdrawing, waiting, exploring spiritual paths, spiritual paths and vision. And that's why I showed y'all the page, because if I don't say it quite right, y'all, you can reread it for yourself. The meaning says, this card indicates negotiating and collaborating with others, probably a partnership, most likely a business one. Someone could be deciding on a new career path. You could be making a choice between two options. Both are okay, but lead to different outcomes. Both of them are going to be okay. You're going to be okay if you go this way or that way. In life, nothing is for certain. Nobody tells you, hey man, if you go with that guy, if you go with this decision, the rest of your life is going to be perfect. It doesn't work that way. That's not what happens. Sometimes it does. There's some women that get together with some guy and they just make it, and the man is a beautiful man, wonderful man, gives her everything she wants, and they get along just fine. Man, I envy those people. Not envy them, but I just, it's such a beautiful thing to see people. I had a couple that I knew when I was young, Mr. and Mrs. Mireles, and man, they had 3 daughters, and those 2 loved each other so much. He was such a sweet man to his wife, and she was a sweet woman to her husband. They would walk along their sidewalk around their house every night. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. It was such a beautiful couple. They never fought. They never argued. They never said one bad word to each other. Never. I was just amazed with them. I loved them so much. I was so pleased to see that. To be able to see that in my life. To experience knowing that happens. That really happens. Along with my aunt that I always talk about, that was a pastor of her church, that lived catty corner to Mr. and Mrs. Mireles. Her and her husband were the same way. They loved each other so, so much. But anyways, they loved each other so much that when my uncle died, my aunt did not want to eat anymore. She just refused to eat. And she said, I don't want to live without my husband. And she didn't. She lived for about a year or 2. And then she passed away. She's the one that comes into my dreams when I'm having a difficult time. Yes, she does. She hasn't came lately because I haven't been through anything so difficult. Anyways, her and my other 2 friends that have passed away come into my dreams. But anyhow, this card indicates negotiating and collaborating with others. Maybe you guys, collective, go through the same thing. Maybe y'all have friends and relatives that have passed away. They come and see you in your dreams as well. That's why I'm bringing this into the reading, perhaps too. Anyways, it says, this card indicates negotiating and collaborating with others, probably a partnership, most likely a business one. Someone could be deciding on a new career path. You could be making a choice between 2 options. Both are okay, but lead to different outcomes. Sorry, I already read that. I'm sorry. Neither option is better than the other. See the big picture instead of focusing on the details. You may be waiting for something to happen before you can move. You could be in a relationship that has become routine and dull, or you may be considering traveling together. It says the question, are you waiting for the right person, the right job, the right weight, etc., to make you happy? The affirmation says, I trust myself in the choices I make. The task is break your routine, take a different route to work today, or do your hair differently. If you have the same thing for lunch every day, try something new. Do something different, a different option. So I think I showed it to y'all right the first time, but just in case. Sometimes I see my old videos, my old readings, and thank you guys for clicking on my channel. Thank y'all so much. If you liked the reading, please like it. And if you would like, I would love to have you as a subscriber and as a part of the Spirit Guided Oracle team. I would love, love, love to have y'all as, one of my subscribers. And I'd love to see that y'all are liking my videos. But if it's not possible, that's okay too. God bless you guys. Take care. Oh, let me read this card from the Postcards of Spirit. Postcard from Spirit. It says postcard right there. I get all those beautiful stars and the moon. I love a crescent moon. I think it's so beautiful. So it says, excuse me, dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful, Praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reason to plead and beg. But when you're grateful, guys, we say thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you to whoever you pray to. Instead of pleading and begging, oh God, please. He hears you. They hear you. I promise you, I used to do the same thing. Sometimes I still do. Instead, offer your prayers and sacred gifts as a testament to your faith. And I believe sacred gifts is our thanksgiving. Be thankful, in your thanksgiving of having water, having air, having the smell, having the taste, having your fingers, having whatever you have. We have to work with what we have. That's what a preacher said one time at church. I was at church and the preacher says, be happy with what you have. Do what you have to do with what you already have, and more things will come to you. God will add more things to your life. So it says, instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let Spirit move through you and comfort you. Add meditation as a way to become empty so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. So if you already have a man, be thankful for him. Be grateful for him. Say, God, thank you for this man that I have. Thank you because you have him here keeping me company. Whatever, a woman, if you have already a girlfriend, no matter what you're going through, be grateful that you have one. There's a lot of people that don't, that have lonely lives, that end up alone with nobody to share their lives with. Anyways, it says, in this moment, and when you do pray for them, always, guys, always collective, good things come when you pray. At least that's how I feel about it. To those that don't believe in God, or I apologize if it makes you uncomfortable, but you can always click off. I forgot to say that before I started reading this. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be intently to your, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. Sometimes we do pray for things that are not right for us, that are not good for us, and we don't know it at the moment. But we want it so bad that we think, why isn't it happening? Well, your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. You'll later realize, oh, that's why it didn't happen, because that person was going to be this way, that way. It wasn't going to work out. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. All is well, guys. So if you're being fretful, anxiety is taking place, don't worry. Some of the things that we want in life are really not for us. That's really not what's going to make us happy later on down the line, but we don't see that right now. We just don't see it. And it's happened to me a lot. That's why, anyways, I won't go any further. But thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I know it was long again. I apologize. I should have said this at the beginning of the reading, that you could just, pause or get out of the reading, go do what chores you have to do. But I'm sure everybody is smart enough to know that and come back to the reading when it's time to come back to the reading. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the subscribers that I have. God bless y'all. I hope Jesus takes care of y'all wherever y'all go. And I hope that He blesses your family, your children, and you in every way that you need blessings in. So I wish y'all happiness, health, and abundance in your life. God is opening doors for you daily. And Peace, love, and light, guys. Take care. I wish all the best. And I'll see y'all on my next reading. If you don't mind, if you feel it in your heart to give me a like, I would really appreciate it. Or to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.